out into the cold and rain. So yeah, conditions, and it is fairly chilly. We were downstairs a bit earlier on. It's chilly, it's raining, the wind is blowing, and still I think, you know, we have the promise of a good game of football, I think.
Without a doubt, Pirates victorious last time out. Not the same for Arrows, but they are going to have to make the best of their home ground advantage here with a Sundowns that looks to have supplemented the side somewhat. We'll see later on their team sheet who is the new players that they've introduced.
Then Alfred Chivani, you'll know him better as Jelly, with Brian Khanye, Oscar Toteti as his assistant referees, and Siyabonga Nkomo is the fourth official for this one. Ayanda Chiani wearing the captain's armband for Abafana Bestende. Ronald Williams, the national team goalkeeper, and the players looking to get into a little huddle before the match gets underway, with Keenan Phillips in the middle of that. There's Mangoba Ngluti. Been with the club a couple of seasons since he rejoined the Montville Golden Arrows from Mamelodi Sundowns. And there's Miguel Cardoso, 50th match in charge of Mamelodi Sundowns today in all competitions, and maybe he'll be able to celebrate that with a victory that'll take him to the top of the table before Sekhukhune United are in action a bit later on this afternoon against Chippa United up in Polokwane. It's been an interesting season so far. Sekhukhune United 4 weeks at the top of the table. Eric Tinkler's done absolutely brilliantly. We're underway then at a very rain-soaked Kings Willachini Stadium by Orin Mlazi for the afternoon. It is Mamelodi Sundowns playing in their away strip of all white this afternoon. The task in front of them, that is Mamelodi Sundowns. Dlamini's had a couple of good challenges so far. Gets rid of Jaden Adams. Malibongwe loses possession, nearly falls to Junior Dion. Glover wasn't far away from that danger either, and listening to some pundits and watching some of the posts on social media platforms, we'll get to that in a moment. There's some players just to behave themselves. Keanu Cupido's made his way into the penalty, a near post effort looking for Jaden Adams. Nicely cleared by Arrows after leaving the University of Pretoria Tucks in the first division. And then was picked up by the Montville Golden Arrows and played in that match against Sekhukhune United. Well, he plays his third match of the season, but only second for Abafana Bestende this season. And that leaves the experienced Edward Mayova on the bench. So no place for Kusingapili Gumete. Well, a little slide into the area, and that could have been trouble with a touch from Sidi Dion. And he knows it, judging by his reaction. Beautiful play by Maxwell.
Arrows growing with confidence. Lovely touch around the corner, and excellent ball threaded through just in behind the defence. All it needed was a touch from Dion. Makwele once again at the heart of things for Golden Arrows. Spaces here down the flanks are Golden Arrows, creating those opportunities for Junior Dion.
First corner kick of the match comes half an hour in and comes to the home side as well. Header! Keeper stands on his line. Arrows have scored before the half-hour mark. Junior Dion back to scoring ways.
Fired up is Dion. He has been knocking. Had a few attempts at goal, wasn't on point this time, making no mistake for his fourth of the season.
Absolutely fabulous, making Kings Willachini Stadium his own home.
That's a brilliant in-swinger there for the box. He rose above two defenders there, in between. Just above Tebogo Mokoena, getting his head to it there, Junior Dion, and nothing much that Ronwen Williams could have done in that situation. It's Golden Arrows that take the lead.
Visiting fans a little bit shell-shocked. Junior Dion, 4th of the season, silences the Mamelodi Sundowns support here at King's Weratini. Treated for the new man, and this man's under a bit of scrutiny. Takasani Mbanjwa.
Yeah, so the idea here will be to keep the goalkeeper unsighted, hence the number of players in the wall there.
They're going to have to get a little bit of a wriggle on to get out of the way. Mokoena does possess some mighty right boot on him. So let's have a look how this all works out. Modao trying to get around the wall of Le Mans Golden Arrows as an attempt. And Mbanjwa's done nicely. It was a free kick that was taken without too much pace. I think it had the right direction on it, and if it had been whipped in with a bit more speed, there might have been trouble for Ronwen Williams, but he is the national team goalkeeper, and I beg your pardon, Takasani Mbanjwa is newly signed from Siwelele. Kamalo, chance. Can't be Kamalo, he's been replaced.
Sitole, it was with the opportunity, not sure if it was a cross or a shot, or he tried to ding the goalkeeper, but it left his coach not the happiest with an opportunity to stretch the lead against Sundowns.
There have been opportunities for Arrows to extend their lead in this second half, and it doesn't end up in success for Abafana Bestandi. Mankoba Nlichi will have some questions to ask of his own players. Allende, there's lots of space available on the right where Matthews is positioned. Nice work from Mokoena, lovely little feed here, and there's a great opportunity.
Happy with the referee forcing Mokoena to go off on the other side.
There's only a minute separating Abafana Bestende from making history here, and they might score a second goal. Oh, that's tremendous from Williams, absolutely stonking. Might be too little too late, but it's a brilliant save.
Excellent save indeed, as Arrows continue to press forward and try to extend their lead. One touch to get it out of his feet there. And excellent save there to keep them alive in this encounter from Ronwen Williams.
They'll stay on the attack here. Will Abafana Bestende. The Montville Golden Arrow supporters and coach Mangoba Nlichi can barely contain themselves because they are 25 seconds away from a historic victory and the first loss of the season for Mamelodi Sundowns. Klanklazwani, Selen Klanklazwani, the pullback. Oh, Williams. Insane. Not him, the save he made. It's two incredible saves in the space of 2 minutes. Look at the pullback here from Carlos, but it wasn't him that had the shot. My goodness.
Wow, it was excellent work from Golden Arrows there. Tlazwani with the magic, and Williams produced one of his excellent saves.
No final whistle yet from referee Jelly Chavani, and the home supporters are begging for it. It's taken 2,144 days to achieve